Alright, this is going to be kind of another random video today, just because we just worked all day today, and I didn't really do much else besides go out and work, come home, work. What else did I do? Work. But this morning, I got a funny joke actually. It's not really a joke because it actually happened, but this morning I was heading to my physical because it was booked for today, this morning. And so I get there and I'm just chilling, like we're just talking to the doctor. He just asked me like the random, like normal kind of questions, I guess, that they always ask. And then I was just sitting up on the table, and all of a sudden I just like lean over and my eyes are starting to get white. And then all of a sudden I just pass out and I just black out. And I fall and I hit my head on the floor, hit my head on this like metal table next to me, this step stool that was also metal. It's probably like a 3 or 4 foot drop. Probably say like 3 feet maybe. And bro, that shit hurt. I got a nice bruise right here. You guys can't really see it. So I got a cut up there. My neck like hurts really bad. Like when I walk, like I have like a pain through my entire spine. And then I have like a nice little cut on my ankle because I think I did like almost like a flip. I don't even know. Like a flip, hit the table, split my shin open. Yeah, so that was a good morning to start the day off, right? It was just kind of like a bunch of BS, right? But I don't really have much today. I want to post the educational video that I was talking about in probably 2 videos ago. We'll post that soon, but I'm working on editing it, but I'm also super busy. But I wanted to come on here and talk about MRR and LTV. And I was just talking to my friend about this earlier today. And I think like a lot of people that are in e-com, especially I see like a lot of new people getting into e-com, and everything that they're always worried about, they're always worried about picking a product with MRR. MRR is great, but MRR is not going to save you, all right? Like these people are thinking that MRR is like the end all be all. Like once you have a store with MRR, you can run ads negative and you're just going to be printing. You run into so many issues with MRR, and I run into issues all the time with MRR and just running subscriptions. You deal with chargebacks, you deal with churn rate, you deal with unhappy customers, you deal with so many little things on top of paying a higher CPA because you're competing with these massive brands. The CPMs are absolutely cooked in the supplement space. They're not absolutely cooked, but if you don't have money to start and you can afford these and you can't, like run negative on the front end essentially for the first 1 to 2 months or however long it is until you actually become profitable after, your reoccurring subs kind of hit in. There's so many people that think that that's just the only method, but I promise you, if you're just getting into it, I would not recommend e-com, especially not e-com, but I wouldn't recommend MRR, especially if you have, super low capital, because you're basically you're stacking all the odds that you possibly can against your own self in your own store, because you have to pay more for everything. And you're paying more for everything, but you have a budget that can't pay more for everything. And so I tell a lot of people, and I told my friend this before, and I think this is the same strategy that I kind of used. You find products. I'm finding products right now that we're running that are one-time products, and like by one-time products I mean like one-time purchase, like you're not getting reoccurring revenue from it for the most part. But by focusing on those, there's a huge gap in this, because I remember when I first got into ecom, everyone was talking about supplements and MRR, and their lifetime value is insane. But yeah, you can make a lot of money with that, but that's just almost like a trend. Like everyone was promoting that in their course, saying, "Oh, supplements and MRR is the way to go, way to go, way to go." But there's become so many people that are in it, on top of major big brands that can afford to outbid you on every level. On every level, they're gonna outbid you with your ads. They're gonna bump higher budgets. They're gonna produce more ads. Their teams are just gonna absolutely crush you and your one-man solo operation just getting started. But I think like the whole supplement and MRR kind of trend that a lot of these people were promoting in their course, it's almost died out in a sense because not everyone new coming into e-com is going to be able to just run a MRR store. There's so many issues with payment processing and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm saying that coming from somebody that runs fully white hat, like honest stores. Like I'm not sitting here running gray hat, black hat, saying like complaining about my payments because I'm doing something unethical. But you just run into payment issues all the time regardless, and yeah, I just wouldn't recommend MRR for a new store for a new beginner just because I do not think it is the best opportunity in today's market, because you can find one-time products that can absolutely crush it, and people aren't looking at that. Everyone's looking towards the cream of the crop, the golden apple that everyone's seeing. That's supplements and MRR products. But if you look into the one-time purchase ones, you can find so many good products. Like I'm seeing them every single day, dozens of them, maybe not dozens, but a couple of them every single day, and just capitalize on those if you're a new beginner, and even people that are in ecom. Like it's literally such a free money grab as long as you provide a good product and a whole um, I can't think of the word now, like a whole customer experience, and providing an amazing customer experience on these one-time products. You can make so much money with it, and you can hit bigger numbers in a single month before before that time that it would take for a MRR store to get to those numbers and stay consistently. And you'll have way less problems. You can build out an easier team. You don't have to worry about all these apps. I, I think one-time purchase is literally the golden opportunity for a lot of people coming into ecom because everyone else is looking over here at supplements, so it leaves a huge gap. And yeah, that's just my honest opinion. And also another thing, MRR is not the only thing that you can do. You have When you work on, building a brand and gaining customer, lifetime value, you can essentially do the same thing depending on your AOV at a longer term or a longer scale. So let's say, a supplement product's $40 a month, and your average customer subscribes for around 6 months before they churn. And then you have your one-time purchase product, and that is, let's say, $80. But if you can find other SKUs to add to your store around the same product, you don't have to create these products, but you can find them in and around the same niche. And if you remarket to them and they eventually get a purchase, your lifetime value just doubled. And your profitability is even better. You're not running on super thin margins like a lot of the supplement stores. But you can essentially get the same thing, just it takes a little bit more time and effort. And I think a lot of people just want the easy route by ripping some ads, running, gray hat or whatever it may be, and just stacking up subs and calling it a day and thinking, oh, they're great at ecom. You're not doing anything by that. You're getting nothing. You're getting no value. You're getting no skills. You're here to build skills. You're here to build skills so that you can create repeatable results. And by you guys just doing terrible, half-ass efforts into these stores looking for the easiest win, with MRR especially and the supplements, it's not a game for beginners to play. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, look at me, like I'm a pro or anything like that. But it is not a game for beginners to play, just because it is so much more difficult than one-time purchase, and you have so much competition right now. And so your gap is in one-time purchases. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I think that is interesting, and I think a lot of people kind of look towards, supplements and, reoccurring revenue right now. But there's a huge opportunity in one-time purchases, and a lot of the people that I know that have made it very, very big within this space, they have initially gotten a lot of their capital through one-time purchase product stores, and then turn it into a legit brand with reoccurring revenue, and they can actually afford to run negative on the front end. But when you're at a small budget and you have no capital, I recommend one-time purchases. I still run one-time purchases to this day, one-time purchase product stores, because there's a huge opportunity in them, and it's essentially like a free market. When you know what you're doing, you can capitalize on this very, very easily. So that's why I wanted to kind of bring to your guys' attention in this video here today. But yeah, I don't really have much more. It's 12:30. Gotta wake up early tomorrow, knock out a whole bunch of work, and then yeah, so I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. But yeah, I just want to leave you that information with you guys so you guys can kind of think on that. And yeah, look at one-time purchase products and scale them up. So catch you boys tomorrow. Peace.